This is the second recording because I walked it and didn't turn the camera on. Hello, welcome to episode 3. Yes, I actually have come back to give it another try. Gosh, bad lighting, but I'm learning. First thing I wanted to do was say welcome to Misadventures at Chateau Willow, where we talk about strange things going on at the house, yarn, knitting, and the occasional crochet, but that won't be today. I'm back. We'll figure this out yet. You'll notice we had some new footage for the opening, and that is all the pictures, or not all the pictures, a short video of the flowers at the Betty Ford Alpine Garden in East Vale, Colorado. And we were up there recently, and it was just so pretty, and it just was wonderful. So I thought that would be a great thing to throw in at the front of the video, and it will probably survive and continue to show up at the very start of each of the videos. Things going on today. The termite guy came out because we were taking apart our bathroom to start the master bath remodel and found some boards that we thought possibly had some termite damage. The good news is we don't have termites. The bad news is we have fire ants. We live in Texas. What do you expect? But the wood damage was actually because we've had a slow water leak in the shower for probably 30 years, which is the amount of time we've been in this house. So it's right on the other side of that wall that we're doing all the work. So hopefully you'll get better footage of it when we start getting a little more work done. I'm probably going to throw in a video here that just shows you the damaged wood. For some reason, this has not been a good week for me. I have been mad at the world, and now I have new glasses, but unfortunately, like, we have a great big glare on them, so now at least I put the glare on my nose and not on my glasses, hopefully. I have had some wonderful parties in my mailbox, as the grocery girls say. Happy mail, as other people say, and then also a video of just going through the yarns that I got, but I wasn't able to easily show you the progress keepers that I got. Simply Serving UK had some really nice, occasionally she does a $5 grab bag, any charm for $5, and just to clear out her inventory. So I kind of jumped on it, and we have trying to get it right. This is a little, well, I'm trying to get it to focus on it. I'm not doing a good job. It's focusing on me. This is a Bluebird of Happiness one. There it is. It focused finally. That's really cute. This is a cactus cupcake that I got. It was really cute. And again, they're great. This is her choice. She'll send it to you. This is just really cute. I haven't, well, of course, now it continues to wobble. But I think it's a snail on a piece of, on a piece of, there it is. It's just cute. It's a little snail. This is a pet rock, which I thought was really, really cute. My favorite, and this was not part of the $5 clear out your inventory, but I had to have it. Luke's Diner Cup mug. And I don't know if you can see that. And a half-eaten Pop-Tart. So totally Gilmore Girls on that one. And who couldn't resist? The other two things I got were these wonderful leather sleeves for my scissors. I just like having them, and these were good. They're a little bit larger across, and they're about 2.5 inches long, and the pictures, they're really good. Nice leather, very well made. So those were great. And if I can figure out editing, we'll put the stash enhancement video right in here. I thought I'd try something new with stash enhancements, and just record it with me out of the camera and everything on the yarn. I'm a big fan of Amy Florence, and she has recommended West Yorkshire Spinners, and this is a beautiful colorway called Hollyberry, and it should knit up like a Nordic or Scandinavian knit. And somehow I ended up with 2 of these. And this one is slightly different. It is Robin, and I think that'll be a beautiful colorway for my husband. I'm always looking for neutral heels, toes, and cuffs for contrast. And these are both Yorkshire Spinners. This one is Cinnamon Stick, and this is Milk Bottle. And I really do like those. I think they'll be good for, perfect for that. And then, you know, I don't always like to put dark colors for my heels, toes, and cuffs. And this will be really pretty too. I have insomnia and sometimes surf the webs, and I don't remember ordering this, but I'm sure I did. This is for my husband, and it's Socks That Rock. And the colorway, it's about me, it's about me, it's about me, all the time. And it feels really, really good. It's superwash merino, but then this is a silk blend of merino and silk that I think will work out really well as heels, toes, and cuffs. But I like the, it looks kind of to me like a spin cycle yarn or mill end, and I really like the looks of that. This is Quotable Dumbledore, which is Lolo did it, and I was not aware of this sock club, or I might have gotten in on it because this was February 2020, but I really do like that wonderful fireside colors of the reds and the rust and the darker red. I just think it's really, really pretty. This weekend was the last weekend of North Texas Yarn Crawl, and I had to go to my local LYS, the only one I ever really go to, which is McKinney Knittery in McKinney. It's as close to me as any of the other ones are here in town. But I got this beautiful long dog yarn, and the colorway is Silent Night. I think that'll be really pretty socks for my husband. These are also for my husband, and this is a Malabrigo sock, and the colorway is Storm, and I think that'll be really pretty with a black contrast heels, toes, and cuffs. And the last one, this is Suburban Stitcher, and she is just one of my favorite dyers. And this one is called Swamp, and it always makes me want to say Swamp Thing and pull out my Texas twang. But I just love the colors in this, the subtle greens, but then more of the, I hate to call them decay colors, but that's exactly what they are. And I really do like that. I think these will also be gorgeous socks for my husband with contrast and probably the dark brown or possibly the rust. I think those will work out real pretty. And of course, what yarn crawl is it without the super purchase of yarn? And I'm going to make, this is the Bennett Sisters shawl, which is just really great because it's garter stitch and stockinette, and then it's just so pretty. But I'm kind of into, I'm going to call them earth colors, but these are true dark earth colors, as the metallic, the ore colors, ore being O-R-E. It just makes me think of you know, ore straight out of the ground, but the color is heavy metal, and my accent for it is also Suburban Stitcher in heavy metal, but this is the mohair, and I just think that is gonna just be stunning as that Bennett Sister shawl. My last yarn acquisition for this trip was also from McKinney Knittery and Suburban Stitcher. This is the Peep Show pullover, which is just so cute, and there's a young lady there wearing one of Diane's samples, and it was just so cute. The colors that I decided to use for it, again, these are Suburban Stitcher in her slub. Yes, the slub sock. And the colorway, oh, I just love this, is Rorschach. As in, you know, remember those ink prints all the psychiatrists use to find out how crazy we are? Well, apparently I'm pretty crazy because I love that. But I'm always trying to figure out how to get this green in there. And I wouldn't wear a full sweater of it, but as a contrast there at the neckline and the bottom, I think is just going to be so cute. But that's it for all my yarn acquisitions. Slightly off on my camera centering, but I'd done it twice and I didn't want to do it again. So hopefully, I only have one project that I wanted to show you all my progress on. I'm getting there. This is my trail jacket, and I only have about 2 inches left before I start the bottom patterning, and then I can go to Sleeve Island. And I don't typically stay on Sleeve Island very long, so I'm determined to get the body done by the weekend, and then I could do the collar, and then hopefully get to Sleeve Island by Monday. But husband has some demolition plans for the kitchen. Excuse me, the master bath behind me. As you know, words haven't been good for me this week, so now you're seeing why. And again, I'm going to put in the stash enhancement video, and then let's unbox, because I got this package yesterday and I was just so excited. I had gone with my friends Natalie and Brooke. We met up at McKinney Knittery, which is an absolutely wonderful local yarn store, and in fact it's my favorite one. There are some down here around where I live, but it's just as fast for me to go 20 minutes north to McKinney than it is 20 minutes south to Dallas. And Ginger and the girls up there are just fabulous. They let you you know, touch all the pretty things. They've also brought in a bunch of fabric for those people who quilt or who are getting into the Me Made movement and going back to basics and making, you know, people making their own clothes, which I've started doing some of those things, and it's just the cutest shop. But I went up there with Natalie and Brooke, and they're just really sweet people, and we had a lot of fun playing with yarn, and then went to lunch. It was everybody's first venture out since this whole thing started in March, and it was really, really nice. But they got their Slipstravaganza MCal yarns from McKinney Knittery, and I confess, I was one of Stephen West's favorite people. And if you haven't seen his Instagram videos, they are hysterical with Lori, his favorite fan. They are just, and him and that skein yarn as his telephone. It is so funny. But I confess, yes, I did buy one of the kits from him. And this is the one from Oing Fibers. You don't need to see it through the plastic. But I have a love-hate relationship with this color. I want to put it in lots of things, but I could not wear a full garment out of these bright greens, and I just love them. But this MCal called for 2 main colors and 3 contrasts, and the contrast needed to play well with the main color, but they didn't necessarily have to play well with each other. But I think mine kind of did. This is one of the contrasts, which is just, to me, just so pretty. And this is a high twist BFL, and I like BFL because it really does wear well, and I'm hard on yarns. And this colorway is Furling. This and all of these are going to be high twist BFLs. And this one is Rosemary, which I'm actually allergic to rosemary in real life, so unfortunately our cooking suffers because all the spices my husband loves, or herbs my husband loves, I'm allergic to. So sometimes we eat different things. But as I said, that was Rosemary. This color is Dew, which for some reason kind of reminds me of lamb's ear plants that people use in their landscaping or things like that. It's just really soft and muted celery green. It's so pretty. And then my main colors, which play really well with the others. I think this is pronounced Elish. It is Eilish, but they are so pretty. It's got these wonderful blues in it, and it just works well. Of course, you know, there that green is, and then trying to figure out how to do this gracefully. There, got it gracefully. Those are the 5 skeins, and part of my excitement about doing this was my package was packaged by Mr. West Knits himself, Stephen West, and it was kind of nice. I feel like I got his autograph. But one of the neat things was you got a West Knits bag and a really, really cute needle gauge. And I just think that is really, really, actually it was sitting on my desk upstairs because I confess I opened the package when it got here yesterday. And then the other things that were really, really neat was I did order this separately. This is the Stephen and Penelope tape, which I thought was just really, really cute. I got a Westnitz MCal 2020 label to put on my shawl when I finish it. And that is just really neat. And then of course, my Westnitz 2020 vinyl sticker. You know, sometimes you just have to go for the things you want in life, and I really just, yes, I had skeins in my stash that I could have pulled out and taken with me to McKinney Knittery and done an equally stunning MCal shawl, but I just wanted for once to buy the kit, so I bought the kit. I have a very understanding husband who understands that my love language is yarn, and so I haven't quite learned his, after 33, coming up on 33 years of marriage, I unfortunately have not learned his love language yet, but we're still married, so that's a good thing, you know. It's he's off with a friend having dinner tonight, so I'm out here on the patio doing this. I hope you all have, my editing skills have gotten a little better and I can put these inserts in, and I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed week. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. If you're a new viewer, if you like what you see, or click like and subscribe. And if you would love to leave a comment on things you'd like to see, things I need to do, please, I am thin-skinned, so be nice. But welcome, thank you, and see you next week. Bye. I thought I would show y'all this week's sock snake collection. And this is the other half of the Smoky Mountains colorway from Mustache Yarns. The other half I did in 64 for me. This half I did in 72 for my husband. And I know this is going to look short, but by the time I put the cuffs and the toes on, it'll be about right for his heel. Perfect height for what my husband likes. This one is another Mustache yarn. This is Eeyore's Rainbow, and Eeyore is one of my favorite Winnie the Pooh characters, so I just thought this was just perfect. And again, this is done in 72. It'll be a good split for my husband. He loves wearing hand knitted socks. This is the other half of my Ready Player One, also from Mustache Yarn. And again, this is on a 72, so it'll be perfect for my husband. You know, I think I'm going to be brave and either go the turquoise or the light green and surprise him with some contrast. This is also a Mustache yarn. It's called Sedated. And it didn't come out like I thought it would, but I really like it. So I can't wait to figure out, you know, I could always be super shocking to him, because this is for my husband, to put the hot pink in there and for a crazy sock day at his work. He works at a local university and has been there for a long time, but nobody ever sees his socks unless he shows them off, and he's gotten where he shows off my socks quite often. This one is it's called Elf's SOS, and I dyed it myself, so yeah, sometimes it came out as a disaster, but sometimes it worked quite nicely. But I thought that would be a good Christmas pair of socks. Can you tell I like mustache yarn? This is the other half of the skein of 10 Days of Fiesta, which I think I'm going to do the gray for the contrast, but those will be great socks for my husband to wear. Believe it or not, we are getting away from mustache yarn to, this is Hue Loco in the colorway Fjord. And we were recently in Colorado, and I was at a shop called Maker and Stitch in East Vale. Was it East Vale? No, it wasn't. It was in Edwards. Yes, I think that's correct. In Edwards, Colorado, which is west of Vale. And it just looked like a really good yarn. You know, it's hard to find yarns for my husband, and I just thought this one would be really, really good. I'm kind of cleaning out some balls of yarn, unknown yarns in my stash to make sock tubes for my husband. This is a zebra ball, and I'm probably saying that wrong, but I don't know the colorway. I love the colors. I made me a pair of socks out of this, and the red ran. Could be I washed it wrong or whatever, but I think this will make a nice pair of socks for my husband. This colorway is called Spiced Latte, and I actually dyed that, and it's a tea dye, and I think this was sprinkles from sugar sprinkles from a baking kit that I had, and the color has set really well, and it has not ran or faded, so I'm really happy with that. One of my favorite dyers from across the pond is Amy Florence from Stranded Dye Works, and this is her colorway Firecracker. She has such wonderful colors, and she rotates what colors she does. And if you could ever get in on some of her Don't Touch Your Face, Wash Your Hands, those were great colorways. Not My Cat is another wonderful colorway, which I do also have. But Amy's just, she's such a cute person, but she does great colors and really vibrant speckles. The last one is Crepe Myrtle Trail by Chasing Rabbits, which is a Texas dyer, and it just really, I really love the colors. I thought it was interesting that on the two ends, they're relatively close together, and then you get in the middle, and it's spread out. And I don't know whether that was me and my cranking skills, or just the way the dye happened to take in the middle part of the dye lot that she was doing. But those are my sock tubes for this week, and hopefully we'll have some more next week.